She was assertive. I would say she was fierce. She was a horsewoman, a soccer player. She was a decorator. She was all about fashion as well. She would be the one that you would go to say, she would say to you, "You can do it." She would help me even get the courage to return items at a store. And the only thing you could ever say that Sue ever really wanted was she wanted a ranch for her horses, and she wanted true love. Visits would be shorter, it would be, you didn't get to see her as often. She was starting to sound insecure. Now that's not Sue. He was making her question herself, whether or not she was too sensitive about something, or there were like suspicions about his behavior and events, and when she would try to address it with him, and he turned it around in such a way that she was made to feel really bad about who she was. That Friday she went for the horseback ride, and it was the Rocky Canyon area in Eagle, where it's really jagged cliffs.
For someone in her situation, it took falling in love with the wrong person who was able to systematically pull her away from her friends, to make her feel not valued, really eroded her sense of self-worth, and that can happen to anyone. One of the things that is so important about SueB's story is that it helps to illustrate that domestic violence, abusive relationships can happen to anyone, regardless of socioeconomic status. I think sometimes there's a misconception that this happens to individuals who don't have a lot of choices, maybe don't have financial means, and that's just simply not the case. Sue was a professional woman. She worked at HP. She had a lot of friends. She was involved in a lot of different activities. She had her own finances. She was a very smart, driven businesswoman. SueB is such an important activity for us each year because it allows us to raise awareness and bring to light the difference between domestic violence and domestic abuse, for example, and to talk about how someone like a SueB could end up in a relationship that is that destructive. So it's an opportunity for us to say, if something doesn't feel right, if something seems to be changing, don't hesitate to call.
And so if you get the sense that something is amiss with any of your friends, your family, encourage them, have them reach out, go with them to the WCA, help them make the appointments. I know there's a great sense of pride, or women tend to feel like they've done something wrong themselves. There's a lot of quiet suffering taking place. Come out to the race and support the Sue Bredesen Walk, the SueB Walk, and meet other women and talk to each other. Come as different generations of families come together and they talk about what it takes to hold strong, support each other, listen, become aware, and help people in times of need. And know that the WCA is out there for folks.